actually streaming on Thursday, September 3, and it's a whole new project. But wait, you're gonna say, whole new project? Doesn't look like it, Ben. That looks like Gaxmore. Well, yeah, okay, so this is actually Trollord Thursday. I think we're gonna make it Trollord Tuesday and Trollord Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Trollord another day. But we're gonna do Trollords today, and they've got 2 minor copy tweaks. In fact, you're gonna see Gaxmore, by the way, at least one more time. We jumped back into Gaxmore recently. Let me see if I can find an example, make sure I got these right. But we did some labels, the UE labels, like UE11 now, and they were the special guest locations, right? Then there's 2 minor tweaks, moving a label, adding a label. And then we're going to come back. They're talking about naming the roads. And that's going to be a whole different thing, because I'm not quite sure how to throw labels on the road and make them legible without making them huge. But we'll see. We'll see. But that, you don't want that out of your cartographers. So we'll try. You don't want it out of your artists in general, really. Do you want it at all? Maybe not. Anyway, tonight, 2 small edits to Gaxmore, then a whole new project, the Castle Keeper's Guide. And I don't know how much we're actually going to get done on that tonight. It's going to be setup time. But I love my early episodes that you see how I think, how I set it up, how I'm going to do the canvas, the size, the print size that we're thinking about, the bleed, the margins, yada, 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 yada. But I want to try something new with the Castle Keeper's Guide that I've not done before. So that'll be fun. And then I promise you we will return and we'll do it again, maybe Saturday or Sunday. And we'll just keep on with that project. We'll do a little bit of momentum. We'll get into some drawing. Tonight may be a lot of setup, just so you know. And Miss J, hula, young lady, hula. So, I probably butchered that. I am terrible. I am terrible with anything that is not rudimentary Liverpudlian English, but hula. Anyway, let's take a look at the changes that we're going to do. So, I just got the chat up here from Stephen, Trollord Games. Alright. Add a number 72 statue pretty much any way you want. Alright. Oh, a statue 72. But we have a statue 72. Well, shit, we've already hit a stumbling block. We're 5 minutes into the bloody stream. Alright, well, we do, right? Like, all of these numbers are statues. Well, I think you might have to get a 73. Is this the one I'm turning back in time? Baby steps, young lady. Not quite yet. We're actually adding labels. I am pretty sure that those yellow labels are statues. Right? And he's not talking about the UE ones, because there's not that many of them. He wants a label that's already on here. I'm going to add a 73. I'm going to add a 73 for a statue. Where would be a good place for a statue that we don't already have one? In fact, I'm even going to tell him while I'm doing this. Ryan, right at the beginning, on your phone, no less. Then I'll just get real close to you, man, just so you can see what the fuck's going on. All right. Where am I gonna put this 73? Man, why is it so hard to just slap a number on that bad boy? Hey, 73. It's in the rubble. It fell over. What? What about, like, here? Like, you know, the insinuation of a statue in the gardens there. And that's close to the 72. So 70, 71 was 71, 72. Like throw a 73 in there. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you see that was label statues. All right, so let's convert this. We're gonna convert it to a layer, and we're gonna duplicate 71, and then we'll turn it back into a smart object. All right, and we'll throw that here. You watch, we'll be back tomorrow night removing this. All right. So that's 73. Done. That's the type of assignment I need. Alright, and then we're going to not rasterize it. We're going to put that one to a smart object. Yeah, I was saying at the beginning of the stream that we're going to be back in Gaxmore at least one more time, she says, holding up 2 fingers. But we're going to be back in Gaxmore when we're labeling streets, and I don't even know how I'm going to approach that, but they want to do it. Alright, so anywhere you want, and down in the southeast area by the wall there is number U13. Okay, can you move that to the ruined building just next to it? So I guess they want to move that down here. Alright, so something like this, I guess they want. Cool, job done. Now we're going to get into the new project. Let that finish saving. Alright, so that's done. Let's just send him a link to my Dropbox. This is 800 megabytes in size, this file now. Alright, so that's done. Let's talk about our new project. I'm going to leave this up on the screen real quick, and I am actually going to bring up Castle Keeper's Guide. Alright, so let's talk about this project, the Castle Keeper's Guide, right here. We are going. Oh, and I actually meant to get my chivalry and sorcery. Shit. Alright. We have to do a thorp, a hamlet, a village, a town, a city, a metropolis, a fortified military camp, a Martin Bailey castle, a keep or a tower, and a full-on castle. That's 10 maps. A greater castle and city fortifications, a city with fortifications. 12 maps. That's this deliverable. And you know what I'm thinking about doing? Putting them all on the same canvas. Like, laying them all out. I thought that would be really cool, and then work on them. Panel at a time. That's what I'm thinking about doing. So if we did that, and I have to, so like, you know, like a thorp is going to be a quarter page. A hamlet would be 2 columns, so half a page at the top. A village would be 2 columns wide. A town is a full, so that's only 1/4 one. Okay, what we can do with that? So maybe I could even lay out entire pages as panels and just like move between them, you know? I thought that'd be kind of cool, like an interesting way to do it. Alright. And I'm gonna verify my sizes here too. Well, so here's the deal, Miss J. Yes and no, and maybe, and yeah, I think it really depends on what we want to do with it. So I think it could be, right? I think it could be. But if you think about it, yes, we could start with a thorp, and then we could evolve that. We could take that, we put it over here, and we could evolve it into a village, a hamlet. Then we could evolve that into a village, 100%. We could even evolve that into a town, and I love the idea. We could evolve that into a city. Really like that idea. We could evolve that into a metropolis. But honestly, the sheer work involved in a metropolis could get daunting. And I'm thinking about using one of my unpublished maps, and the Trollords are cool with that idea. Maybe even for the city and the metropolis. But we can't then morph that into a military camp. We can't morph that in Motte and Bailey. We can't necessarily morph that into a keep. We could morph that into a castle. So I think there could be some morphing. But I will also say this. Stephen Chenault and I have already spoken about doing a project that's very similar to what you're talking about. An evolution. And so I don't want to lean too heavily on that evolution stick right now, because this project doesn't have to be it. I think we could do a little bit of that. And I think that makes sense, like taking a thorp into a hamlet into a village into a town. I love that idea, but I don't want to overdo it, if that makes sense. I don't want to force it into every single frame. I think I answered that, like, to your satisfaction, I assume. Oh, you know what I need to do? I actually need to update the info. So let's actually update the info section in this. Hold on a sec. So what we got? Commands, info. Let's do an edit of that. This is for Trollord Games. Castle Keeper's Guide. I'm going to leave it like that because I don't know the specs yet. I don't know the specs for this thing yet. Let's just do a cross check here. So thorp, good at quarter page. Hamlet, 7.25 inches wide, will fit on the page perfectly. 7.25 inches wide. Alright, so I just want to make a note of that. 7.25 inches wide. Okay. Town, city, metropolis, good at your size. A full page width would be 9.5 tall by 7.25 wide. Okay, I'm gonna make it 9.25 by what's that? By 9.5 by 7.25. Okay. So let's get. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a panel for all of these sizes here. Alright. 45 camp. Good at half page. He wants to do a half page for the 45 camp. There we go. I'm just going to make notes half page. We're going to figure out what our half page size is. Motte and Bailey, 7 by 3.25. I gotta... Let me just make a note of a full page here. A full page is... Oh, I see. So each column is 3.5 wide, but 0.25 gap in the middle of the column. So if we don't have that gap, that's where the extra 0.25 comes from. But so 7.25 inches wide. Okay. Okie dokie smoky. So he's good with the Motte and Bailey beats at half a page, I guess. Keep and tower good at quarter page. Did I say keep and tower quarter? Yeah, okay. Is there any way you think we could go half page on the castle and city fortifications and full page on the greater castle. Alright, let's do half page on the castle. We can make that work, a nice long castle design. And he's saying a city with fortifications. Okay, half page on that too. Alright. Alright, so I think I have my orders for sizes here. Let's translate that into some actual pages here. A tavern with a mushroom farm in the back. Oh, I'd like to see that. Okay, so let's do a new project. I don't know what size I want to do this. Alright, but let's do 300, 450 DPI. Hit somewhere in the middle. Is that going to be too high? Let's do 450 because we're suckers for punishment and I got a new computer coming soon. Size. Alright. Well, I think I could do one page to begin with, mark it off, and then I could probably add another page to the sides of it. Well, so a full page is 7.25 by 9.5 tall. So let's do this baby steps. 7.25 wide by 9.5 tall. Okay. And I kind of want to mark that off. I kind of want to get our guides on that bad boy, and then start duplicating it. Let's do it that way. And then I want to actually have a gutter in between them, in between our drawing. But we'll come back to that. Hey, Alex Vixen! We're doing a new project. Okay, we're gonna mark our columns and shit. Okay. So each column is 3.5 wide with a 0.25 inch gap. Okay, so new guide. Vertical, right? So if my page is, what do I want to do? What do I want to do here? Think math. Perfect. Perfect. And then new guide. So 3.5, 3.75. Right? And then now he said that a full page is 9.5 tall, which means if we want to mark out a halfway spot with a 0.25 in the middle, strictly speaking, right? I mean, if we're going to do the same thing, so let's try this. By the way, what I'm going to do, my objective is I want to mark out this grid, like for all of the settlements, and say a Thorpe is this size, a Hamlet is this size, the village is this size, and I'm going to send it to Trollord, and I'm going to get them to sign off on it. Dimensions and all, right? So that's my main objective for tonight, and then we can jump back into this once they approve it. So if the page is 9.5 tall, and we need 0.25 in the middle, okay, now we're getting to something. So 9.25 halved is what? 4.75? Hey, Cave Geek, hey-o! We're doing math, Cave Geek. You may want to run away while you can. And by the way, before you do, cheers. My brain's hurting. My brain's hurting. All right, so let's work this out. Let's work this out. So 9.5 is the full height of the page. So which means half a page is 4.75. But you can't just do two halves butted up together. They need a 0.25 right in the middle. Which means we need to reduce so 4.75 and 4.75, but reduce each one by 0.12. Fuck knows what. Alright, so I'm getting my calculator out. And I'm getting a jumbo fucking calculator for this damn thing. Alright. The joys of being a cartographer and print dimensions. Alright, so what I want to do, let me just move this a little bit because that's where we're taking some notes. We are going to take 0.25 and we're going to divide that by 2. Okay, 125. That's what I said. It was close. Which means, so 0.125, which means that 4.75 minus 0.125, that's where we need our first rule. I don't even know if Photoshop gets this accurate. And then if we add to that shit, no, go back to, oh shit, balls, right? Okay, 4.625 plus 0.125. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's just cancel out of that. It's doing funny things. Right. 4.625 plus, this is the most riveting show ever. Okay, plus 1.25 is 4.75. No, that's wrong. Oh no, plus, then I have to do another plus. Plus 0.125. There we go. That's our next line. 4.875. Yay! Right. So we've got one there. We've got one there. Those are our lines. Let's try and draw that. Okay, so new guide, horizontal this time, and we want, the first one was 4.625. Let's see if this works. View, new guide, 4.875. Oh, it looks pretty good. That apparently is their page layout. Now obviously things like cities that are going to be full width, they use the full page. Anything that's going to be half page occupies the top bit there, those top 2 quadrants, spilling over the margin. Anything that's going to be quarter page gets one little segment, but without that margin space, right? That is our draw area right there. And what I want to do is now actually draw lines on top of those guides, and then including the outside edge, and I want to then duplicate this about 6 to 8 times approximately, right? Creating a huge canvas of sections that we're going to draw in. It's going to be super sexy, and we're going to draw all of our cities, our thorps, our hamlets, our villages on the same canvas. It's going to be fucking awesome. I'm kind of excited about it. Ryan, I've seen your work, man. You're eyeballing it, definitely works. But when a client tells you that they have this much print space with a 0.25 inch gap, I don't like to fuck around with things. I have never had a client send me a map back in all of the years that it had the wrong size. No, that's true. And I don't want to start now. Especially if you're drawing like 12 maps for someone. You know, you draw 12 maps, and the client comes back and says, these are great, but they have the wrong aspect ratio. And that'd be fucking, terrible. Anyway, apparently I'm in a swearing mood tonight, and I'm just rolling with it. Branding, swearing, drinking, swearing, and basically Ron White of the cartography world, but less funny and certainly less rich. What am I doing now? I don't know. I think we're gonna draw on these lines. Oh, I'm gonna save it. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, and we're gonna pick a project folder. And I'm not showing anyone what my folder structure is. They say don't show your local computer online. And I don't know why, but maybe someone can hack you or something. Alright, so Trollord, we're going into Castle Keeper's Guide. So we're going to call this Castle Keeper's Guide. And we're going to save it. Perfecto. Brian says 90% of the time I'm off, I still feel good about it. Respect, man. Respect. Why is that saving as a JPEG? Just save it, motherfucker. Why are you not saving as a Photoshop file? Come on, play with me here, come on. Give me a standard PSD, Pisada. Alright. So, yeah, so let's, I think what we'll do, is there an easy way to draw on top of guides? Like, just like, draw guides. Or do I have to now literally hand draw these guys in? Question for you, the audience. Come on, there's 3 Photoshop users out there, come on. A way to turn my guides and the outside edge into lines. Stat. I'm gonna take a drink while you tell me how to do it. I see 0 typing, you useless sacks of shit, all of you. Like, one of you's drinking right now. One of you is thinking about something completely different, and one of you is eating a bloody ham sandwich or something for breakfast. I know how this thing works. Guide into lines. Can you do that? Is that such a thing? Yeah, guides into lines. It's not going to be on the view, is it? I mean, I'm happy to actually just, like, do a snap and draw on it. I mean, I'm more than happy to do that. It'll probably be quick. I'm just trying to get my learn on. Yeah, we'll do a snap to guide. Screw it. Alright, go back to your breakfast sandwich. Oh, by the way, Mystery, I saw last night, just as we were logging off, that you were like, I'm glad you're streaming later because I could join more often. That makes it worth it right there. I try not to... I was streaming a little bit later, even, like, I remember in the beginning, but then Cave keeps streaming and he steals all my bloody people that are with me, and it just becomes really awkward as I realize how popular that cunt is. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather sneak in and get like half an hour with you guys before he starts streaming. Anyway, we got guides, we got snapping. Where's my snap? Where's my snap? There we go, snap. Snap to guides. And, you know, I'm actually wondering if I could do a select like this and then stroke it like that. Because then I could just move it around. And I'm gonna give this a layer, and we're gonna call this guides, because what else would it be called? Cave Geek, settle down in the bleachers, please, my friend. Please, thank you. You're my channel now, Cave. What I say is law. And you know it's true. Give it within a degree of margin of error. I mean, it could be, you know, error being whatever I decide it is. I think I should stroke on the inside. Oh, I want to do decorative borders, by the way. I want a themed decorative border and they all get it. Like, I actually want to hand draw the thing. I'm really excited about it. So if we did that, that's probably too thick, right? I mean, we don't need to do too much. So let's do 10 pixels. And I'll give it a little bit of opacity and all the rest of it. I wonder if I could just, like, actually duplicate that. Bird. Let's try it. Now, will this snap? It did. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. That's our page. That's our page. I'm gonna hit save on that. Fantastic. Look how fast that saved. It's like a half megabyte file, and it's like, yeah, I can handle this. Shit, you're normally throwing around 2 gig. I got this shit. My computer's going, oh, thank God. Get rid of that bloody necropolis. Alright, so now I actually want to duplicate this, and I probably want to do 4 panels. And then we're going to see if that's enough. I might have to do 6 panels. And then I think between each panel, we're going to have, let's make things even more complex for ourselves. I think we want to have, like, what, 0.25 inch gap or something like that. I've never done this before, by the way, but I like the idea so much of drawing the entire project on one canvas that I don't want to let it go. To the point where even if my computer is bleeding tears, I kind of want to force this one through. Some would call it stubbornness, but let's not split hairs. So if I actually want a 0.25 inch gap between panels, I have to do 0.125 all the way around. So what I'm going to do is we are actually going to go image. This is going to make sense once I've done it. There's a lot of rambling. Why is this width this? Photoshop does this. Has anyone noticed that? Like, you know, I set it up as 7.25 and it is suddenly 1 more. I mean, no, I didn't type in 7.251. Photoshop just did that. Anyway, so what is 725 plus... Oh, okay, let's just get a calculator out again, shall we? Well, actually, no, I don't need to. Because what we're doing is we're adding to that 0.25. So that would become a 5. We're adding 2.5 to that, so that would become a 7.5, right? Leave it centered, go shkapow, it does that. It's a thing of bloody art. Now what I want to do, though, is make it double the width. The canvas area I want to be double the width, and this is anchored to the left. Why did I get into this? Why did I make things this complex? So we're gonna do, so the whole canvas now is edit. Where's my canvas size? Canvas size. All right. So we're currently hovering. Let's do this. Our canvas is 7.5 by 9.75. There's a 1. Look at that 1. Look at that 751. I swear. I mean, how many iterations of Photoshop has there been? Like, where the frick does that shit come from? It's not like I feel Photoshop is buggy. I feel like it's needlessly got stupid little things in there. You'd think there's an iterate. Okay, they're going to introduce some issues. But, like, what the fuck is that? It's like the thing that Cave Geek had the other day, where they selected the invisible pixels that are there, but Photoshop doesn't show you. Brian says, anyway, I have a client that just about always has a fold-out map in his Call of Cthulhu books. And I make them the correct size with bleed. He always resizes down things. I think I know the client you're talking about. Brian, actually, you and I need to talk. We need to talk in PM, whether it be on Instagram or whatever. You need to give me some hints and tips before I get too deep into that project. Like, teach me safeguard mechanisms, okay? Because I don't react well to redraws. Like, I start going supernova ballistic. Okay, so I want to double our canvas size. That's what I want to do, but in width. Which means that we need to make this width 15, right? But we're anchoring it there. So if I go shkapow, it does that. Okay, looks good, looks good. Which now begs the question, is this where I start eyeballing it like Brian would do? I feel like I'm going to get into eyeballing it mode, but I don't want to. I know the client. I know the client. And it's like, what can you do if they're also your best client, right? You love them, you love doing work for them, but at the same time, could we not have like ascertained what the scope of this project was before I actually drew it? Alright, so if I want to now, from whatever bloody position that was at, add, what is our gap? What is our margin? 0.25. If I want to add a 0.25 to that, I should have measured this out. Oh, Brian, you'll be the death of me. You'll be the death of me. Like, okay, so why am I getting so finicky with this? I don't know. I suppose what I could do is just do a rule over here that is in what is that gap? That's not 0.25. That's 0.25. Let's do a rule over here. Yes. View. Guide. New guide. It's a vertical guide. And it's going to be 15 minus 0.125. That's what we're doing right there. Alright. Gimme. So we're going to do this, and it should be like magic. And it is. And you know what we're going to do? Window. Oh, no. View. New guide. I'm going to do a new guide at the bottom. What is this? Like, what is that? I don't know what that is, actually. Hold on a sec. What is that? I guess that's like 7.5, right? 9.75. Well, no. So it's 9.75 minus 0.125. Shit, why did I even get into this tonight? 9.75 minus 0.125 is 965. Do we believe that? Do we believe that? So, view, new guide. It's a horizontal one, and it's going to be there. Let's just see if that... Oh my god, it did. And we still have the lock guides on. So the reason why I'm doing that is I am now going to duplicate these guides. We're going to snap right there. That's 2 pages side by side. I'm going to hit save because that is a work of freaking art. Alright, see you, bye. Good hanging out with you, my friend. Have safe work. Work's good. Work gives a coin, right? Pays the bills, pays for the hobbies. Gotta do that day job. Okay, so what I'm now gonna do... Oh, so, Cave, this is for the Castle Keeper's Guide. We are going to draw a thorp, a hamlet, a village, a town, a city, a metropolis, a fortified camp, a motte and bailey, a keep or a tower, a castle, a greater castle, and a city with fortifications. We are drawing 12 maps. That's what this is for. Right up my alley, my friend. Right up my alley. We'll do a little thorp. We'll make the thorp into a hamlet. We'll make the hamlet into a village. And so this is a page cave. And these are their print quadrants. So like a thorp, if it's just a quarter page, will fit in that space. While like a village, if it's like half a page, will make it fit across both. So, but what I want to do is draw all of them on the same canvas. And then we could chop pieces out, right? It might be a little bit harder to deliver at the end, but I'm less worried about that. I feel like this could be really fun just to see all of them on the same freaking canvas. Especially because I want to take a thorp into a hamlet, into a village, into a town, and have the same thing just evolve. I think that'd be kind of cool. Full creative license. Full creative license. So, draw me these 12 things. It's like, right? I love projects like this. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, so here's the deal. If we do, like, a hamlet is half a page, and a village is half a page, and I haven't got Thorpe on here yet, then a town is a full page, then metropolis is a full page. I now need to duplicate, I need probably to get at least one other page over here, and then at least, that would be 3 pages, at least come down one more row for 6 pages. I think I want to count this up real quick to see how many pages we're dealing with. Lots of skee ball tables. Can you imagine, like, we draw a Thorpe, there's like 2 buildings on it or something like that, next to a river, with a little fishing place, and there's a fucking skee ball machine out back. And like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna notice it at that scale. Statue is like, oh, dude, we actually need to do that. You're a bad influence on me. You are actually a really bad influence on me, but you know we're gonna do it. Yeah, that would be actually really kind of cool. With his little VR visor on, you know we gotta do it. With his little VR hand wrists. Oh, we gotta do it, man. That'd be just nuts. All right, so how many pages do we need here? Let's add this up. Quarter. So this is 1 right here. So let's just let's do this. That's 1 page between them. That's 1 page right there. That's 1 page. That's 1 page. So we've got a half page here. What was this? 7 by 2. So Mott and Bailey, there's a half. Okay, so these 2 together, right there. Keeper Tower, quarter page, or... yeah, quarter page. Okay, so I want to take this guy and actually move him up here. Let's just do this. Let's just organize here. So I've got 1, 2... no. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? There. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 6. And this is 7 pages right here. Okay, so let's just add this up. Where's my Thorpe? Where did my Thorpe go? Oh, there's my Thorpe. Oh, I did a little bit of a description about what I want to do in the Thorpe. Okay, so these guys here are going to be on the same half page, right? That's half a page. So let's come back to that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of want to move these guys up. Okay, we're going to grab this. Oh, I did that in the wrong place. Hold on, right here, right here, right here, right here, right now, right here, right now. Okay, so forget the Keeper Tower and the Thorpe for a moment. We've got 1 page, 2 pages. These are basically half page, half page, half page, half page. So that's 2 pages, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we want to, these are half pages as well. So we do this. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7.25. 7.5 pages. So unfortunately, not a perfect layout if I did a 9 grid. Pretty close. Pretty close. I could do a 9 grid on that and just ignore some of the panels. Maybe we even do some extra maps. Give them away to people, you know? Yeah. Alright, so that's my logic. That's how I'm thinking about this thing. I want to now make this sucker 3 wide. Okay. Now can I do this? Can I snap that to there? Apparently I can. Apparently I freaking can. Alright, so once we've figured out the math of the 3rd panel, duplicating this should not be a problem. Alright, so edit, no, image size, canvas size. It is 15 wide. We want to make it 7.25 wider, which means 22.5? 7.5, 22.5. Let's do it. And I already remembered the last time we did this, so if we did this... This is gonna get nuts. With all our little villages and towns and shit in here, it's gonna look so pretty. That will also actually help, I think, us maintain some consistency in our colouring as well. I think it'll be good. I have literally never drawn this many maps on the same canvas before. I know, right? I mean, Kate, this has got inbuilt notes and shit like that. But Notepad and Calculator, this is my sticky right here. I mean, this... And actually, this is, look, you see, Castle Keeper's Guide, deliverables. This is my worksheet. This is my scope of work right here. I don't need Word or... What is it? Word? What's the other one? What's the other one that's built in? I don't know, I forget. I never use it. Just give me text. I don't need any of that formatting shit. I tend to actually use Notepad a lot, just to paste into to get rid of all of that other fucking shit. There's our 3rd page. Okay. Which needs, okay, so if we're now, what was it, 22.5? What's the width of this thing? 22.5. Okay, so 22.5 minus 0.25? No, 0.125. 0.125? Yeah, 0.125. My apology, I did not intend for this to be the math hour. I really did not. But I guess, I mean, you know, some projects go this way. So if we do this, we do this. I did something wrong. Where did that guide appear? Did that even appear on the map? Oh, I was still on the wrong one. View. New guide. Vertical, not horizontal. Okay. There you go. That was all on me. And we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and we're going to copy it, and we're going to do... Cause snappy, look at that, it is a work of freaking art. Let's hit save. Alright, now what I want to do, we need 7 maps, so I'm going to actually duplicate this once, I'm going to duplicate it twice, and we will be good. I'm actually going to merge all of these guides into one here. Those are our guides, we're good to go. WordPad, yeah, WordPad exists, look. WordPad. And you know, it does what it needs to do. I mean, look at this thing. know, if you think about it, this is actually pretty good. I mean, this is like a word light right here. I mean, that's pretty smart. It just fits a hole in my life, you know? It's like I never fire up WordPad, ever. Poor WordPad. That's the only time that it's actually been fired up, ever. Unless it's been by accident, you know? Oh, and what was the other one? There was, you know, back in the era of Corel Draw and shit, right? There was Word, but there was something else. There was something else. What was it? There was, and like Microsoft owned them both. They must have bought out one, and they phased it out. What was the other one? If it wasn't Word, I can't remember. All right, so we're gonna duplicate this height. Image, canvas size. Oh yeah, okay, we don't need that. So 18, 19.5. I did that math in my head. Nice. And then now my brain's hurting. Alright, so we've got 19.5 though. No, wait. We've got 19.5 minus 0.125. 19.375. Yeah. Just do a stream, you know, Excel file. Excel for pros. View. New guide. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do? I'm so distracted by the Excel possibility. Excel for extreme users. We're gonna stream it. We're gonna stream Excel. 5 hours on Twitch. Alyssa Faden brings Excel to the living room. Excel for pros. Learn how to VLOOKUP. To look up. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do one more. Anyone coming into the channel now, they're gonna look at this and go, what the fuck is she doing? It's like she's meant to be mapping. What is this? It's like Gridathon? Image size. Alright, so we've got 19.5 plus 9.75. 9.75. Let me. This is right? 9.75 doubled 18. 19.5. Yes. Okay. So plus 9.75 is 27. Don't tell me. 28.25. But I'm gonna check that. 19.5 plus 9.75. Well, what did I do wrong here? 19.5 plus. I think I've confused myself now. 29.75. Is that what I said? I'm gonna say that that's what I said. And this guy is the one I accidentally added before, so let's get rid of him. My profuse apologies to you. And so that now minus 0.125 is where our last guy goes. View. New guide. Horizontal. I feel like I've done something wrong. And yet, winner, lobster dinner. Yeah, that's good. That's our canvas. So what we've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages. It might be useful for me to actually color code these behind the scenes to be able to easily see them. I think that's what I'm going to do right now. Is I'm actually going to do a block of color on each one to indicate the size that they're going to be and what's in each one. And then we're going to put a label on each one. I'm going to save that. I'm going to send it to Trollord Games. This is what we're drawing within. And that would be good. We'll get them to sign off before we actually start digging about. Because if they change any of these borders or margins or sizes or anything, we need to know about it now. Calculator slightly transparent. Is it? Really? I suppose it's reacting to something, isn't it? No, it is. No, you're right. You're right. Next up on Financial Gurus Are Ours, Cave Geek and Alyssa Faden discuss the transparency on Windows Calculator. I didn't even know, by the way, I didn't even know that they had gone like really big like this, like a bit, but like, you know, blind old people like me. And I love this. Like, it's way better than the small little tiny fart that was in like previous instances. I mean, look at this bad boy. It's like, just give a big huge honker with big huge buttons. Like, this is what Zach uses in virtual. His fucking Oculus, as he's doing his day job. How much to pay unless I paid $9. Okay, so color coding. So, yeah. I guess, I don't suppose there's any rhyme or reason to this, really. Like, I don't have to overthink this. We don't have to draw a Thorpe up here and then do the keeper tower down here. I think, you know, we can just sort of decide where we're going to draw them. And then, like, maybe I'll do the Thorpe here, because the hamlet will be here. Oops, I just moved something. The hamlet will be here, and then the village will be down here. You know, that type of thing. So let's start marking off our turf. Let's start doing this. And then we'll do this. And I think we're actually I'm gonna lock this. Where's my lock? There it is. Just so I don't move shit around again. And I'm gonna actually bring in a little... What am I gonna call this? What am I gonna call this? This is... Projects? Canvas types? Drawing type? Yeah, let's just drawing type. Let's call it drawing type. Right. Which means the way we're gonna do this, I suppose I could even select inside them. Well, hot diggity, yes I could. But also I could just use these. Okay, so if we did, we need to accommodate for Thorpe. So if we did Thorpe, it wants to snap, you see, it wants to snap. I think I might have to turn snap off if it's going to start doing that. So a Thorpe is going to be there. Let's color code that. Let's just pick a color, a nice pale color. We don't have to overthink this. Maybe we even pick just web colors. And so if I now fill that like so, what I want to do is then write on that. Throp. Let's try this right. And that's a funky ass font. What is that? I mean, I know it doesn't matter. These are just labels. I don't know what that was. That was a horrible font. Let's give it a... Let's do Comic Sans. Or Papyrus. Why am I picking a fonts for labels like this? Like, who gives a shit? This is just me saying, so draw them like this, right? This is the size you're talking about. Corbell. I'm doing Corbell. Corbell's a nice name. So Thorpe would be that size. And I guess I should put the size underneath it, right? It is a lot of boxes, but it's not a lot of pages. If that makes sense. So a Thorpe is going to be... Oh, God, please help me with my brain. So 7.5. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say quarter page. Really? Yeah, I'm just going to do quarter. No. Do I need to do a dimension? Do I need to do a dimension? What is a quarter page on this fucking map? 3.5.3.5 is 7. How have I ended up in this? With a 0.25 gap. Is that 0.25 there? Yeah, that's 0.25, right? Come on. You know what? Just stop. Just stop moving for a moment. Yeah, that's 0.25. So, what we're saying here is a Thorpe is going to be it is 3.5. It is 3.5 by... Wow, this is actually a weird font. I might have to change this font. The height of the page is 9.5 from 9.25. What? 9.25 divided by 2. So the height of that box is, in theory, that. Why is the 6 up here? Okay, we're getting rid of this font. This font is going. We're doing something much simpler. That works, Mr. Artifka. Armor-light rifle. Yeah, probably the wrong type of font. Just could do Arial. Just keep it simple. There. That's simple and practical and like feels a little bit like a blueprint. It's like here. That's what your Thorpe size is going to be. There. There. Hey, box office here. This will get quicker as we go along. Okay, so Thorpe, done. Keeper Tower is the same as a quarter page. So what I mean by it's going to be a lot quicker is... Don't have to get too precise here. So this is going to be the keep or tower. that's what that size is going to be. Cool. And then that means that the hamlet now is 2 columns wide, okay? We're going to change the color of this one. Let's merge them. And let's zoom in a little bit. So this will be on another page altogether. And I think I'm feeling green for this. I'm feeling a green. Ooh, but not like something that's like putrefied. What the hell? Come on. That one. We could always give it a little bit of opacity. Okay, so this, that type of size. That's a half page right there. Alright, so this one is going to be, this is the hamlet. Now, this is actually the full width of the page, which is 7.25. Because it includes the gutter in the middle. Tempted to erase those borders. Tempted to erase those borders. You know what we... Do we do that? Like we don't need like these borders right here. So if I did this, oh, it won't let me because I got it locked. But if I did that, kind of shows that it's a half page. I mean, I suppose I could just put a colour behind the word hamlet. I feel like maybe the guide should be less. Right, anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't overthink it, Faden. Don't overthink it. That will be where the hamlet sits. Half page width. Thorpe, hamlet. Maybe we'll do village over here. Thorpe, hamlet, village. Kind of sweet, man. This will be a good project. This is going to be a fun project. And we can go keep or tower. Martin Bailey. Oh, yeah. Military camp. Boom, ba-bum, ba-bum. Oh, that's going to be super sexy. We're going to do it. Miss J, I meant to tell you, I did the frame for Anchor's home, and while I was at it, spotted a big clump of trees that were not green, so I colored them for you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss J. That's appreciated. Very much. Thank you. Yeah, I can't even give an excuse why I missed them. I just must have missed them. Okay, so that's a hamlet, so a village. I'm going to do the village over here, which means we are going to actually, we're going to come in here, we're going to come in here. And I think, we're going to use the same color. We're going to use the same color so we can see where the half pages are. And then we're going to do you. You're going to come over here. You're going to sit like right so. And then this one is the village, right? So, wow, we are doing some interesting spelling tonight. And then our guides, we're going to take you, we're going to take you, we're going to actually just delete a little bit of the guide because we don't need it. We're going to... That was a whole lot of with nothing actually happening. What the fuck happened there? There we go. That's better. There we go. I think this shows clearly how large we intend to actually draw these things. I'm kind of excited by this. I think this looks pretty darn smart. I'm actually really excited to draw them all on the same freaking canvas. Because then, no matter where we go as we're drawing things, people will be able to see these wonderful, I'm already predicting they're going to be wonderful, but these wonderful things off to one side, like, oh, what is that? What is this? It's going to be good. I will be able to sit there and go, no, not for you. You don't get to see that. You weren't in the stream when she drew that. So no, No, I'm glad you caught it. Thank you, young lady, because I have the prints sitting behind me right now, and I would have seen them and been fucking mortified. So thank you. I owe you one. Photoshop will not be grumpy with this canvas. You know why? Because I have got the mother effing machine of God himself coming into this household before the month is out. I have a bitching ass machine with 64 gig of some fast ass RAM, a great graphics card, 2 NVMe drives that are just gonna rip through this house like it's bloody a house raid, and it is gonna be sitting up here, and it is gonna be just like a god, and it is gonna be judging me every time I sit here, and it is going to own Photoshop. It is gonna choke the shit out of Photoshop. That's my prediction. I will not be able to throw a project big enough at my new machine. This one's gonna be crying in a corner, but now my new machine is gonna be laughing, deep ass bass laugh as it just molests Photoshop. I don't have the new machine set up yet, no. No, it's actually, I ordered it like 6-7 weeks ago, and then, truth be told, I actually waited a little bit longer so I could get the LCD cables, power cables in there. It's all LCD and shit. It's gonna be pretty. So I waited a little bit longer for that, for the extra pretty factor. Because I didn't want just regular power cables, you know? I wanted the LCD versions of them, so I waited an extra month for them to come in. It's gonna be gorgeous. Anyway, what was I saying? It's gonna become sentient and launch nukes. You know what? The world deserves it at this point. And if my machine can bring down the righteousness that this world needs, then fine. And it will create Terminators, and then I will serve the Terminators. Anyway, where are we at? We got the village done. Fortified camp and Morton Bailey. I'm gonna flip them. We're gonna do Morton Bailey first. Okay. So let's take this, and we're actually gonna come down here. We're gonna select. We're gonna select this, and then we're gonna copy this. We're gonna bring it down to here like so. Come on, please. Why is it? It's because I got the lock, like the snap to, and it has this weird sense of where it should be snapping to. Okay, cool. Looks fantastic. We're gonna get our guides. We're gonna delete them because fuck those guys. We're gonna delete these because they support the wrong football team. And then we're gonna grab village, you, and we're gonna come down here like so. That's close enough. And then this, it's not gonna be a village. This is gonna be the Morton Bailey Keep or Tower, Morton Bailey, 45 military camp. I'm actually looking forward to drawing the Morton Bailey. I don't know if I drew that, spelled that correctly. I think I did. What do you mean, is it though? Yeah, it is. Fuck off. Anyway, back to the plot. Back to the plot. 45 military camp. That's the next one we're gonna do. Okay, so we'll take you. Please, you. Yep, there we go. There we go. 40. Come on, let's just spell 45 military camp. And what do they want for this? A Roman camp. My little heart's breaking. I'm gonna draw a Roman camp. Trollord Games knows how to just give me those little projects. I mean, this entire project is going to be a bag of sex. Alright, 45 military camp, Morton Bailey. So we've got a castle, And city fortifications. A city with fortifications. Okay. Okay. So this is another half page. So I'm gonna grab these here. Yeah. Okay, because these are half pages, I think we're gonna keep on the green. So we're gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you. And this comes down here like. So. This is gonna be so super sex. This is gonna be so super sex. Alright, so we're gonna do you like so. Oh. You think you can escape the wrath of fate? No. Oh, you did escape the wrath of fate. How did you do that? Now you're gone. Okay. And now you. Okay, you come over here like so. Okay, so what we've got here, this is now going to be... This is a castle. And then this one... is the city with fortifications. Now, if you think about it, I mean... I normally draw my cities like this. You know, Gaxmore is a big map, right? I even drew it big. Light Harbour is a big map. We've got to do a city or a metropolis in half the space we would normally work on. So we can't get to the nth degree like that. That's not the intent. We've got to imply shape and form. So it's gonna be an interesting project from that perspective, especially doing them all on the same canvas, which was Cave Geek's idea. I have some doubts that my computer will be able to handle it, but he said that he would buy me a bottle of whiskey if it could not. Actually, so Cave, yes, you're right in your second guess. A couple that are evolving since there are some differences in the prime settlements. And I was actually talking to Miss J earlier in the stream about this. There will be some evolution here. How can you have a thorp and a hamlet and a village and a town and not evolve them? We have to, right? We have to. But there is another project at another time that I'm going to do with Trollords where we actually do the evolution, and we will take a thorp into a hamlet, into a village, into a town, into a walled town, and we're just going to keep on going with it. And so it will be a true evolution. So that's another project. This will have a little bit of that going on. A little bit of the evolution, you know? So that was castle and city with fortifications. Town, city, metropolis, and greater castle are all full pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do a double check that we've got all of the maps, but basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 maps right there. That's what it'll be. If this works out, I might even offer to draw some extras just to fill in the space. Like different types of military camps. So, full page. It's going to be that size. You know, can we do this? Like do them all in one go? If I now click on guides, and I do that, did it leave the outside? I don't think it left the outside. So let's not do that. Let's pretend we never did that. Drawing type, okay, so we're going to do a fill. Green, blue, yellow? A yellow? A soft yellow? Soft yellow's always nice. There you go. That will work. Will that work? Do I need a stronger colour? No, that will work, right? No. You know what? No. Yeah, no. Red. Let's do something more like this. I feel like it just needed to be a stronger colour so they have a better sense of where the page is at. That's more like it. Okay. So guides, let's get rid of our guides first. I know this is kind of crude, but this is literally just setting up our drawing areas. And you know what? I'm going to actually turn off our snap. But yeah, we're just setting up our draw areas right here. And I just want to make sure that what we're drawing is of the right aspect ratio and size. And so I'm just going to get Trollord to sign off on this. And we are now, let's just come back up here. We're going to take this. Alright, come on, baby boy. You're going to come in here like so. You are beautiful. You are beautiful no matter what everyone says about you. And you are a town. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are a town. And a page size is... this, I think. Zoom in here so we can see what the hell's going on. I believe that's what our page size is. It's 7.5 wide. Is it 7.25 wide? 7.25 wide? 7.25? I don't know anymore. I don't know. My brain is grinding to a halt on it. Yeah. Each one is 7.25. Okay, cool. So, and then... $9.5 tall? 9.5 tall? 4.625 times 2. What? 4.625 times 2. Oh. I can't just do 2. 9.25. 9.25. Is that what I had? No, I did not. Oh. It's 9.5 plus the 0.5. No? Yes. Yes. That's our page, right? Yes. Yes. That's our page size right there. Yes. God, I hope so. I'm a Xeno Dragon Mini. Okay, I'm going to break down exactly how I just responded to what you just said, Cape Geek. So, I'm literally going to break this down as my brain responded to what you just typed. Oh shit, Alyssa. Hey, are you an Aliens fan? Yeah, kind of. I like Aliens. Aliens is really good. Because I just saw a Kickstarter. I'm kind of done with Kickstarters. For a Xeno Dragon. What? Yeah, that's literally what my brain just did. Post a link, please. Alright, so let's take this, you come here. And we're now going from town to city. Cool. And then this one is going to be Metropolis. And then this one is going to be a greater castle. That will be fun. A greater castle is going to be fun. A full page castle. I mean, I'm thinking Carnarvon. A Carnarvon castle type of thing. Big castle. Fun castle. Great layout. Multiple walls. Okay, so I'm going to hit and save right there. I think that's our template. That's what we're dealing with. And I'm going to quickly count this up again for how many maps we've got. Just as a double check. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 maps we're doing here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spots on the canvas. I am going to offer up to Trollord that I fill these quarters and halves with something. We'll come back to that, okay? And what we're going to do when we come back into this series, which will be soon because I'm actually really pumped by it, we're going to just start drawing. We're just going to jump straight into this. And we're gonna start with the Thorpe. And then I think we'll go right across the top. We'll do the Thorpe, we'll do the hamlet, we'll do the village. And then we'll do the keep, we'll do the Motte and Bailey, and because I'm thinking about a keep or a tower on a hill, and then we'll turn that into the Motte and Bailey, right, which is your typical Motte and Bailey sort of affair. And then we'll do the military camp, the 45 military camp, but we'll make that a little bit more Roman. A quarter panel is gonna be interesting, okay? Quarter panel on a page, but we'll make it fun. And then we're gonna start working our way down. Now for the metropolis and the city, maybe the town, but definitely the metropolis and the city, they've said if I've got maps that I've not or unpublished somewhere, they're happy for me to use them. I'm probably gonna go into my unpublished sets, and we're gonna look to see if there's something suitable, and we're gonna shrink them down to the size. And we'll probably clean them up a little bit. We'll make them super sexy, but we'll probably do that for those 2 panels. The Greater Castle, I kind of want to do something like Carnarvon or something. You know, a nice, big, mega, super sexy castle. And then we're going to draw every other panel. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm super stoked by this project, and I hope you are too. I know tonight was heavy on the math and the lines, and like, oh my god, and the Excel and the calculators came out. And then, ooh, transparency in the calculator. But this series is going to be so super freaking sexy that I just want to start table dancing right now. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm really, really, really pumped and excited by it. So I'm going to now take this, and I wanted to show you from start through finish, right, warts and all, what my process is. Because it's not just a client says, hey, will you draw me a city map? Or hey, will you draw me a village? One of the first things you should be saying is, what size are we dealing with? Right? Like, what is the print size? Because because even that will determine your aspect ratio. Because if they say 4x4, then you could draw it like 8x8 or whatever, you know. Because the aspect ratio is the same, and they can fit it in. So that's one of the first things you should be doing. So they've laid out all of the maps they want. We've done a little bit of back and forth on the sizes of it. I'm not going to send this back to them, and I'm going to get them to sign off on it. Because if we start drawing and they're wrong, it could start, I mean, okay, best case scenario just cuts off some of our map, no big loss. And, you know, I cry a little bit inside every time that happens. But worst case scenario, like, they actually need a different aspect ratio, like in height or width, and I haven't got anything drawn for that. So we need to be careful of that type of shit, right? So I'm going to get them to sign off on this here. Why am I doing it all on one canvas? Because I wouldn't normally. Well, I think it could be really fun to be actually draw and pan around and see other projects that are in progress or are finished. And I think we could actually do some bleed between them that is the same ground, right? The same colouring. And ultimately make this something that we can crop out our pieces and send them across as finalised. But I think it could be like so much fun doing it that way. I think visually it will be quite a treat. So I kind of want to make it happen, and I do want to fill these blanks. We'll draw something in there. Even if we draw something in there and we just give them away to folks, you know? I think we'll do it. Alright, Cave sent me the Kickstarter link in Messenger. It's just one big piece. Okay, we've got to look at this. Yeah, Miss Jane, we've got to do something with the corners, right? We have to put something in there. Even if we draw something and we just give it to people that are viewing the stream, right? We just give them away. We're going to have to do it. I'm just going to check out real quick in Messenger this Kickstarter link from Cave Geek. And let's just... Dungeons and Lasers. Is that the one? It looks like a whole bunch of dungeon tiles. Did you send me the right one? This is what he sent me. I saw someone advertising this on Facebook. I mean, it's obviously a Dragonlock sort of spin-off here. Scroll down. Okay. I mean, they're good. I mean, it's nice. I got no time for this. I got no time for sort of setting up dungeons like this. My interest in it is minimal. I like the fact that it got a little flappy door. I mean, it is cool. You get really good results doing this type of thing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you really do. So I'm still scrolling, and I'm scrolling. Okay, sci-fi set. Okay, cool. Cursed Cathedral, nice. I mean, they're beautiful. They're really beautiful to look at. Temple of the Operators. Okay. Dwarven Mine. Right on. Like the dwarves. Okay, cool. Vault. Wow, they got a lot of things in this. Wow. Torture Chamber. Cool. It'd be really cool to make some magic out of these. Engine Room. Wow. This is actually really neat. I bet this would actually be something to get in on. It's a shame that it's probably not Dragonlock compatible though. So it's like, ooh, look at this. Ooh. Warlock Altar, okay. Wow, this Kickstarter is fucking huge, man. Alright, like, scrolling. We got a dragon. Cool. Got another dragon. He's nice. I like him. Thal the Defiler. I like him. Dirk. Alright, Dirk. How you doing, son? On your head, mate. Freya the Stormbreaker. That's nice. That's a lovely face. I love that. I don't like the pose. I love the face. No, that's a nice dragon. Marduk the Tyrant. Okay. Nice. And the Xeno Dragon. You might have to back this. Like, I have a lot of miniatures. And I have a lot of freaking dragons. That's a nice dragon. Like, that's the type of dragon I could have printed off and paint up and give as gifts to folks. Like, I could see me doing that with all of these. Just to give to friends. These are nice, actually. Alright, Cave, I appreciate you bringing my awareness to that. I can see me having to back that project. That's a real sweet project. Oh, Miss J, imagining the whole thing printed out as one poster. So the corners could be used for title and info. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea either. Even if we... Yeah. I'm going to suggest that to them, Miss J. I like that. Alright, so I think this is a good stopping point. I don't know when I'm back again, okay? Well, okay, I'm back, baby. Not going anywhere. But, I mean from the point of view that I've got gaming on Saturday, I do my whiskey and painting on Fridays. I really want to keep my painting because I'm enjoying it and I don't want to give it up. I might stream on Sunday, with the emphasis being on might, because I also have some desk modifications I've got to do. I wonder if we've got Monday too. Monday is off. Right, Labor Day weekend and everything. I don't know when I'm going to stream, but the next time we do stream, we're working on this. I don't think I'm going to let this one go for a few streams, okay? We're good. I might do the necropolis off to one side, just keep that kind of nudging forward. I want to work on this. I want to really put some hurt on this one. I'm very excited about the project. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I think it's going to take shape very, very quickly. So let's see how quickly we can actually get sign off on these pieces, and let's go from there, right? Keys with names of the maps. Yeah, Misty, I love the ideas. Alright, Keith, love you, man. See you later. But yes, title, map scale, map key, scale, etc. in those corners. Maybe make them nice and decorative, make it a beautiful poster. Actually, it would be an epic poster. It wouldn't be just beautiful, it'd be freaking epic. I'm going to write to them right now. I love that idea. I love it so much. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. So with that said, I will be back. I might even stream my whiskey and paint, we'll see. But I'll be back, not sure when, so watch for the stream notifications. I love you all. Thanks for sticking with me through the XL hour. I will see you soon. And until then, everyone, stay safe. I love you all. And I'll see you on the flip side. Special thanks to you, Miss Jake. You rock. I'll talk to you all soon.